Welcome back everyone to another episode of Vegetarian Cooking with JJ. In this week's episode, I'm going to be making a very delicious vegan Caesar salad. Sans anchovies, sans any dairy, and sans any eggs. This is going to be very delicious. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. We are using kale, and I'm going to show you a little technique that you can incorporate into your kitchen habits when you work with kale. So without further ado, let's head over to the kitchen and get cooking! Firstly, preheat your oven to 375. First of all, we're starting off with the Ace Baguette. I'm going to use about half of it, and this is going to be for our homemade croutons. You're going to want to cut equal cubes. We're going to add 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning to our bread cubes, a half a teaspoon of garlic powder, a sprinkling of cayenne, this is optional, add some freshly ground black pepper, and some salt. Now I'm pouring on a 1/4 cup of olive oil. You're going to want to make sure your bread pieces are fully coated. Mix the bread cubes with your hands to ensure they're evenly coated. Now I'm pouring our coated bread cubes on a parchment lined baking sheet, and we'll keep them in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes, turning halfway through. Now we're on to making our dressing. So in this small dish, I'm adding 2 teaspoons of tahini. I'm adding 2 teaspoons of our garlic hummus. You can always add more garlic to your liking. And 2 teaspoons of Dijon. Now we're going to get some juice out of this fresh lemon. We're going to use 3 tablespoons worth of lemon juice. Adding our lemon juice to this dish and stirring it up. And I'm adding 1 teaspoon of nutritional yeast. I'm using half a tablespoon of capers. I'm going to chop them up so that the flavors can infuse more so. Adding our capers in, you're welcome to add some of the brine as well. I did add a microplane clove of garlic into the dressing. You can always make more dressing depending on how big your salad is. Flipping our croutons now to ensure they're evenly cooked. Here our croutons are done, so I'm going to let them cool off. Over here on this pan, we're getting our oil nice and hot, and we're going to cook our Eve's veggie bacon strips. Of course, there are products like coconut bacon and other pre-made veggie bacon bits that you can use, but this is more fun. We'll cook them until they're fairly crispy. Once fully cooked, pat them dry with a paper towel and let them cool. We're going to destem our curly kale. You can leave the more delicate stems. We'll chop up the kale. You're welcome to tear it with your hands if you wish. Here's a little trick if you want to enjoy your kale fresh. Massage your kale for about 1 minute. This will tenderize the kale. The reason why some people don't enjoy raw kale is because the texture can be quite thick. However, if you use this method, you will notice that the leaves become much more like romaine leaves in texture. You'll be able to tell by handling them when they're ready. Our veggie bacon is cooled off, so now we're just going to cut it up into smaller pieces. Now I'm pouring over our delicious dressing. Feel free to taste test it and see what adjustments you would like to make, whether you want more garlic, more salt, more acid. We're going to pop in our croutons. You only want to add them in when you're about to serve the salad because you don't want them to get too mushy. We're also popping in our veggie ease bacon. You can always set aside some of the croutons and veggie bacon to add at the end so you have that extra crispiness. Now it's time to plate everything. And for our finishing touch, I'm adding the vegan parmesan. This is the Farm Boy brand. I decided to pair it with a vegan minestrone. You can decide what you want to pair this salad with. It's that time again, everyone. I get to try the delicious vegan Caesar salad. I have some soup here, but I'm going to put it down. The soup is just one idea. You can pair it with whatever you feel like. So we have the vegan bacon bits from Eve's, our homemade croutons. There's also coconut bacon bits that you can get in the store. You can also get the pre-made vegan bacon bits on your own, so you don't have to make it. But it's kind of fun to do the whole shebang. So here we go. I ended up adding a little bit of extra microplaned garlic, just 1 clove, but depending on the type of hummus you're using, you may not need that. So taste test it and adjust it to your own personal taste. It turned out like restaurant quality, that's for sure. So drop me a line down below. Let me know if you try this recipe out for yourself. I always welcome your positive comments, your feedback, your experience. I want to hear what you experienced in your kitchen. If any questions arise, drop me a line down below. You never know, there may be someone else who has a very same question. Until next time, this is JJ signing off, keeping things interesting in my kitchen and in yours. Bon appetit.